I am going to show you a quick project today from the upcoming Holiday Mini. Today I'm going to show you a Holiday Mini card, and I'm going to use a Christmas set, but it's not going to be a Christmas card. It's actually going to be a mishmash of a few things. So this is the Holiday catalog that's going to come out. Well, you can get it now. You can get it in your mailbox if you need one, if you don't have one yet. If you're one of my girls and you're coming to camp, you're going to get one in just a few days. So hang on if you're one of them. If you're one of my customers and you ordered from me in allergies, every time I start talking, in July, then it's coming. I'm going to the post office on Wednesday. If you need one, let me know. Or if you place an order soon. If you watched my video that posted yesterday, I made this. I'm going to use the ribbon again. Actually, it's called the braided linen trim. I'm going to use it, but today we're going to do a guy card, a masculine card. It could be a girl. You could switch up the colors a little bit and make it a little bit more feminine, but today it's really kind of a lumberjack look. But this is the card. This video is on YouTube. You can go to my website, stampinonline.com. If you're viewing this on Facebook or someplace else, that's my blog, and you can see Sherry's cards on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, pretty much if you put Sherry's cards in Google, you'll find it. But this is up, so you can see how I made that, because there's a lot of fun stuff on that. But here's what we're going to use today, some of the new stuff, since I can't show you the inside of the catalog. This is called Buffalo Check. And last year, I was really into the lumberjack at Christmas time. We had some paper, but this year we'll be able to make it. One of my most viewed videos and one of my most pinned cards was some leaf things that we did with the paper that was this. It was really popular. So this year we'll just be able to stamp our own in lots of colors. Last year it was green and black and white and black. But now we can make our own. So this is a big background stamp. I'm going to use it. Get that out of the way because it's already out of the case. Then I'm going to use this. This is called Merry Christmas to All. And I told you, if you watched yesterday, I didn't order very many Christmas things. And I said that I didn't order very many Big Shot things. I ordered one bundle. I didn't realize it when I ordered everything because of the way I did it. This was the bundle. And it was one of the Christmas things I ordered, but it was because I wanted, if you can see, it's big dies that then go with the words. So for all you Aussies and all of our English viewers, if you're over in the UK, I lived in Scotland. I love Scotland. We went to Scotland last year on holidays and Ireland this year. I lived there when I was my daughter's age in Scotland. But the big words, like there's Christmas, there is, I think that says holidays, and Merry. I'm going to use the happy today, so you can say Happy Christmas. Or there's different words. There's blessings, there's wishes, there's have, and then there's some little frames. You can see there's one. I've taken one off because we're going to use one today. So we're going to use the happy. So you may see where I'm going with this. And then, if you saw our little hot mess of the unboxing video, this was supposed to go back to my friend Susan. So it's still laying on, was laying on my desk. I was going to return all the stamps that I borrowed from my girlfriends. I'm going to use this little birthday. I was going to go over and search my stamp stack of all of my personal stamps, but this was still laying here because I forgot to grab the stamps I needed to return because I was running late. The other day when we filmed our little hot mess of the unboxing videos. But I just need a birthday, and this happens to fit. See, I told you there's two little frames? Look, fits perfect. So I just wanted a little birthday that would fit in the frame. And Susan's works perfectly. So I'm going to use it one more time. And I do have the lemon bar recipe that's still going to get posted to my website, but I have so many new things that the lemon bar is just kind of still out there. So here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Part of the reason I'm not on camera right now is because my cat insists on me holding her today. She's overasleep literally on my keyboard right now, but I am covered in cat hair. And she gets in my eyes and my my makeup's watered off, so I just wasn't gonna, I can't deal with getting cleaned up again. So I've got Mary Merlot. If you have not gotten the new color, love this color. It's actually a neutral. And I also am going to use the Sizzix adhesive because I've been a demonstrator for a long time and our colors have changed families, and I just kept letting my colors stack up. I wasn't putting them away because I can't remember what families they're in anymore. So I totally redid the way I put my inks. I did it last night and I finished it off this morning. Well, they're not quite all the way finished. I did take pictures of the stages and I did use this because I'm done trying to remember what red is in what family. I don't know if Real Red's a Regal. I don't know if it's a Bright. I don't think it's a Settle, but I'm done. So I'm going now the colors of the rainbow. So I used some Sizzix, and I'm redoing the way I do it. So I will show you my storage system now. So my head can't remember anymore. If you watched my video the other day of how I use my ink pads, I use them like this. And we close them like this. But this stamp does not work for that. So here's how I do it when I use a background stamp. Because I don't slide because I don't like to get my fingers dirty. Although I did because I had to wash the stamp off. And I did it quickly. And see, there's a cat here on this because she's just all over me. So I'm going to push it in just a fraction, this much. And it gives you just enough stability that I can hold it. So I'm going to ink up this. You want to make sure, I want it to be nice and inked. Sometimes for the stamp, I can see that I'm going to want it to be rustic. Then you might not want good coverage, but for this, I want it to get everywhere because I want it to look like it's actually covered everywhere. So just make sure you can see, because I'm using a dark color, that it's inked everywhere. So all of the solid ones, you want them to have full ink. If you wanted it to look vintage, then just don't cover those everywhere. And my piece of paper, this is how I got dirty, is not the full ink. And I'm going to use this again, so I'm just going to leave it open. So I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to kind of lay it. This is how I got dirty before. It wasn't from my ink pad, it was from my poor positioning of this. I'm going to lay it on there. And then I've got a piece of typing paper. I fold it in half. This, before I was lazy and I just did it with my hands. That's where I got dirty. I'm just going to press it on here, and this time I'm going to pick up all the ink that's around last time because I wasn't sure that how the card was going to turn out. The neutral piece that I'm stamping this onto is Sahara Sand, and I wasn't sure I was going to like the look, so I didn't get up and get typing paper, and I just dabbed around, and that's how I got my hands all dirty. And then I tried to clean it off. Mary Merlot does not come off very well with soap and water. So I guess I'm going to have to go swimming later and take care of it in the pool. Okay, so that should be nice. And this will be really pretty. I think black ink or one of the maybe basic gray or navy on glossy white cardstock. Or even the green for a Christmas card. See, that is what's on my fingers. Even still, it's a little bit on there. I'm going to take my paper piercer so I don't get them dirty again. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? So imagine all of the colors. You could just sit here one day and make up a bunch of background pieces and then be ready for them. So when you lay it careful like this, then you're able to kind of get them so they're, I mean, they're not perfectly lined, but they're not crooked. So just make sure you kind of lay it on there straight, and then you have a pretty straight piece. I'm going to move this out of the way so I don't touch it. And I will clean it up afterwards. Then, this still a little stable because I could go get my marker, but I know all of you don't have all of the markers. And for this, I just want birthday. So there are two ways. Again, I'm a little lazy and my washi tape's across the room. You could get washi tape and you could cover up the birthday. I am just going to, because it's stable like this, I can see what I'm doing, so I'm just inking up the birthday. If you have washi tape, just cover up the word happy, stamp the whole thing, and then just rip off the washi off the word happy. And don't press hard, because you don't want to smash it into the stamp. This is not the piece I want. This is the piece I want. Again, it's fine letters, don't press hard. And there we go, we got birthday. Now, because I didn't squish this all the way in, it's easier to pull out to shut. And then I still shut it the same way I do. Shut. So if you don't smash it all the way in, you'll still remember how to pull it out. Then this is what I had. I had all this Sizzix stuff out because I made little stickers out of my marker. I got the new marker assortment, and I'll show you later how I made little stickers to put my thing. This is new. This is black foil. Let me see if it's still in here. Yes, it is. It is, see, it's shiny. It is called, yeah, black foil sheets. So it's some shiny. You know, we had black glitter paper and I kept it because, but this is a little bit more masculine than black glitter. I don't know if you can see it's shiny. So that's what I'm going to cut the word happy out of. But I wanted to have some depth. So I've taken some scrap pieces of just black paper that I cut to be about the same size as that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip this over. This is our Sizzix Big Shot adhesive paper. It's in the regular catalog, and I can never remember exactly what it's called. You can see my inky fingers, and whenever you do this on camera, when I did all of my things this morning, I just ripped it right off. But because I'm talking to you, and I'm not looking straight at it, there we go. And when you pull it off, one side is sticky, and it's super sticky, and when you touch it, it sticks to everything, and it sticks to your fingers. My husband does not know, oh, I can see him. He doesn't know I'm filming, so at any point he could come in here and start talking to me. He's out in the garden. So I'm going to press that on there, and I've got a little bit of overhang, which I didn't want to have. So I'm going to use my thing here. Peel that up. You can see it's sticky. This is no longer sticky. Put it in my trash heap. I'm going to take a piece of the black cardstock, and it doesn't have to line up perfectly because this is all just going to be layering. No, I have too many. I don't want that one. And then I'm going to take this piece of sticky. And this time I'm just going to leave it on here. Oh, and I should have left a wet wipe out because it does get my hands are a hot mess. This is, you know, when you come to camp and you get all dirty, don't feel bad because demonstrators do too. They're all sticky now. Let me get my Big Shot. So now it's got a little bit of depth. So when I put it on here, it'll be a little bit raised up off my card. This is my Marilyn Merlot. I'm going to get some of this out of here. This is going to be my background, or the base of my card. Fold that in half. And you know, I placed that giant order, if you saw the unboxing, all that stuff. And this morning I went to go find some snail. I have like, I don't know, 6 dispensers. They're all empty, and I have not a single refill to put them in. So I'm back to using Fuse. I have lots of Fuse. So I'll use Fuse until I place my next order because I have no refill. Okay. Pop this up here. First I'll run my little birthday through here. And you know I say it every single time, but put it in the middle. I'm going to do just this one because it's going to take a couple more passes because that's thicker. So I'm just going to run the birthday through once because it's just going to take one because it's just a framelit. Line that up in there. And if you try to run a thick and a thin through and you run multiple times through this, then chances are that's going to move on the second time through because it will have already cut. And then the second time through it's going to move and then it's going to cut where you didn't want it to cut. So see, perfect size. I'm so glad I didn't return Susan's thing. I'm glad I forgot it. Not really. She does deserve it back, but she said she wasn't going to use it. So there we go. Okay, now this has got, because it's got more layers and it's a little bit thicker, and this is pretty intricate. What I'm gonna do, this is a little tip for you. This is raised up, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a shim on there. One more little layer just to help it out. And it is gonna take a couple of more cuts then. And I know sometimes I tell my girls, oh, it's sticky. Because where that's sticking out there, I'm gonna cut that off. It's already sticking to me, so if I ran that through, it would stick to my big shot. And it would all be just stuck on there. Sometimes you can cut things upside down, and it gives you a little bit better of a, like on the old glimmer paper, you don't have to do that anymore because our new glimmer paper is thinner. But if you cut this upside down, if you cut words upside down, your word's going to be backwards, so don't do that. Which the other day when we filmed, if you watched my girlfriends, one of our things is backwards, so all of our words are backwards. We're gonna get there. One day our videos, I promise, they'll look good. This one was kind of a hot mess. And my fingers are sticky, so everything's gonna stick. So I'm going to run it through twice like that. See, right in the middle with the shim, so we'll take a little bit more. I think it's all on there. I can't see straight down from you guys. Stand up. See, it's gonna take a little bit more to get it under there. Let me turn it. And then I'm gonna go back, and each time it will get progressively easier. And then I'm gonna go once more. And then this time you can see that it hasn't cut through any of that. So you know it's not done. So this time I'm going to cut it. I still want this to be in the middle, and I want this shim. You know it needs to cut through your adhesive. So it's not done. And because I'm at such a bizarre angle trying to get it so you guys can see it, I can't really reach it. Okay, it's getting better now. You can see it's kind of getting better. The nice thing is doing it this way, it's not quite in the middle, which isn't helping, is the adhesive is going to make it so we don't have to put any glue on it. So it's taking a couple more passes this way, but it's going to have the adhesive on it, so there won't be any time. Well, it's partly because I'm rolling on top of my pokey thing. And I would always rather take more time doing this than sitting there trying to poke it all apart. Okay, I think we've got it now. As you start to pull it, yeah, see now it's coming apart. And then one last little tip. You might sometimes see that when I'm doing embossing with a folder, yeah, it's coming, but it's also coming. I don't want it to bring the adhesive out yet, so I'm going to go ahead and poke it this way. That you might see when I emboss with my embossing folders, and there's some more cat hair. I am just covered in cat hair. You know, my cats are white. So when there's white cat hair on stuff, it's everywhere. And you could do this with just the black foil, and it wouldn't have taken so long. I just wanted to look. It's kind of a simple card. So I wanted the happy to be the focal point of the card. So this will just give it a little bit of substance. Okay, now you can kind of see, I can't see because I'm still standing up. It's got those little dots in it, which often happens when you roll a bunch of times on any of the foil papers. and sometimes too on regular cardstock, so I'm going to lay it there. And then, as I was saying, I have my things that say no cutting, and somebody's cut, more than likely me. And it's so I have some that aren't cut. So I use them for this and for embossing folders. So I'm going to roll it through a couple of times. I might actually move it back because it has been cut. But this presses the dots out of it. And for this, because it's a guy card, if it was a wedding card or something that was beautiful, I might care a little bit more, but this is kind of rustic anyways, this card. So see, it kind of flattened them out. And this actually has some cuts in it. And I'm sure it was me because I'm lazy. And at some point there was probably no things on the table. And I thought, well, what the heck, I'll just use it. But because this is a guy card and it's kind of lumberjacky, a few little impressions aren't going to matter. So we're almost done. I'm going to take this, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to try not to pull the layers apart. Now it can come off the adhesive, and it's hard for me to see when I'm trying to let you guys see it. Because the adhesive can come off, but I don't want the other layers to come off. There we go. So now the Big Shot stuff turns it into a sticker. So see, the back layer stays because it's the sticker. But now I need to pop out the middles. Do I have them all? My angle's funny. No, I don't think those peas popped out. I pushed them, but I don't think they came. There's one. I think they're popping, and then I think they hole into my pokey thing and come back in. I think that's everything. And here comes my husband, so he may talk to me. And he'll make more noise. There you go. I'm filming. Don't turn the TV on. So I'm going to tie this around. Twice. Like that. And then give yourself enough room that you can tie it easily. Here. All those things stuck to me. Dimensionals. And there you go. It is a not holiday card from the Holiday Mini. So, I hope you like that. Here's the one I made earlier today. So, I will post that up on my website. And I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Bye.